Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is one of the new releases this week. It's Invisible Woman #1 from Marvel Comics. It's an interesting comic in that it is kind of like one of those hidden histories of Marvel characters. I don't remember Sue Storm being a member of S.H.I.E.L.D. If she was and there's stories about it, please put them in the link comments below. It's just I'm just not a huge Fantastic Four fan. I've read runs of them. I just don't remember any of this, and it doesn't mean it doesn't happen or this some retcon or anything like that. It's just not hitting my mind. It's not something that stands out about the character. So this is written by Mark Waid. Mattia De Iulis is the artist. Joe Caramagna is the letter. And the story kind of flashes back at first with the mission that Sue Storm did, and then goes to today where the previous mission catches up to her, and she has to go maybe get involved again. The comic feels more Black Widow to me than Invisible Woman. I think that was kind of my one issue with it. If this was a Black Widow comic, I would have no problem at all. But since it's Invisible Woman, Sue Storm, I feel like it needed to rely or focus a bit more on her varied roles. Like there's a couple pages that go over her history, go over kind of who she is and why she's important, and of course ties it into like Fantastic Four, talking about all that stuff and her being a mother and superhero and all these other things, and a wife and sister and friend and all that. But like beyond that, it feels like a Black Widow comic. Like I fully expected Black Widow to she could just dress up like her and it would be no different. So it's not a bad comic. It's just doesn't stand out enough to be about Sue Storm. And that's not to say the next few issues won't be that. It's just this initial one, it touches upon it, but it doesn't feel like it emphasizes it enough. Like the one thing that really stands out to me about it that does make it a little bit different than Black Widow and potentially more interesting is that while Black Widow's an assassin and murderer and killer, that's not Sue Storm. She's one who doesn't want to kill. So the fact that she's going to be doing this mission and this past mission and her whole thing is not killing makes things a bit more interesting of how she's going to go about solve these issues and go from there. So that I find interesting and potentially intriguing and makes me want to read more of it. But, as is, again, it feels like a Black Widow comic. The art is pretty solid. Like, I dig the style. I don't know if I've seen art like this before, like this particular artist. It looks very familiar in the style. It's just I can't place it as to where I've seen it before. It's kind of like Ariel Olivetti's a little bit, I think, except without the tracing. So I'm not quite sure. Like it's something very familiar about it. But overall, like the comic's good. It's entertaining. It's a decent read. I really want to see more issues before I totally buy in or don't on it. But as a first issue, it does get me to want to check out more, which is good. So it's out in comic shops this week. You can go check out this link beneath this video. You can put in your zip code, tell your shops near you, no shop, no problem. We do have affiliate links. There are affiliate links, so we can get a small percentage of that by doing that. You support our site. But you don't really need to do that. Go support comic shops. And speaking of support, I want to thank Marvel for putting us up with this review copy. We always appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching. Now, if you're into Invisible Woman, Marvel Comics, comics in general, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.